Hi everyone. Not much going on today. Just want to say hello. Um, Take my mask off now. Just like to say that I hope that everybody is being considerate and wearing their masks. Show how much they care and want to protect others. Um, Masks and social distancing are still important. Today I just want to send an apology to my African American brothers and sisters. I'm sorry for how much they have to endure in terms of racism in this country. I'm sorry for anything that I've done to contribute to that. I think we all need to look internally at our own racism, our own institutional racism, and recognize that being white has its privileges. We don't run as much risk of dying from being arrested or stopped by police, or even just going for a walk in the park and getting into a disagreement with somebody. I think that the events of the last few days and weeks, with Aubrey and first being gunned down in February, and Mr. Floyd in Minneapolis being arrested and pinned down by his neck and throat, and Mr. Cooper, who was walking through Central Park and got into a bit of a discussion. The woman who shouldn't have had her dog off the leash, turned out, and the woman lost her temper and made some very serious accusations in a police report on 911. Could have potentially caused him some harm. The one thing that struck me about that is that Mr. Cooper himself is very surprised about the retribution against this woman. And the woman has apologized. I yet to see how this all plays out. But I just think when you look at that video of the lady and Mr. Floyd, I think you need to just think about how lucky you are if you're a white person in the United States, and recognize that there are things within you that you were taught when you were growing up that you really need to think about, because they do impact how you react to people. And I know everybody says they're not racist, which I believe, but just because you're not racist doesn't mean that there are certain things that have been ingrained in you since you were young that are hard to overcome, and certain prejudices that you need to recognize in yourself. And for those things, I apologize. I respect all of my African American friends and love them, and my African American daughters and her friends. They're hurting through all of this. They're really hurting. It's affecting them very emotionally. It's very upsetting and sad. And you should be sad about it too. So I don't know what we can do about it. I think an awareness, internal awareness, is probably the first place to start. Second place to start is to forget about whether what you say is politically correct or not. You should try to be, quote, politically correct, and ignore those who say that being politically correct is wrong, because it's not politically correct. It's a total misnomer. That's being respectful of other people and their feelings. it's respect. If political correctness is being respectful, then I will plan to be politically correct. I'm going to try to do that. I hope you are too. So remember, wear your mask, social distance, and wash your hands, as we're opening up, and we need to keep the rates of this infection down so that we're not harming those who are vulnerable. So thank you for your time. Bye.